My name is Michael Garvin. Most people know me as Mick. I am a forest worker and a distiller.
What's the name of your distillery?
Deep Woods Distillery. I don't know very many poems, but the woods are lovely, dark and deep, stuck with me for a long time, so that's where we got it. We were a bunch of us that were working on that, were living here, and then in 94, 95, we had an injunction, and so it's like, we got time off, let's go catch the dead or something like that. And my friends here said, wait, we have this serious situation here at this timber sale to the east of us called Warner Creek that was, there was a judgment in like 90 about setting aside landscape for the spotted owl, and this area that the fire was in was, it's known as the Corn Patch Roadless area. It would have been part of the Waldo Wilderness, but in dealing, they got that cut off, and then the Forest Service proceeded to march roads into it to make as much of it unfit for wilderness designation as they could. Then it was set aside for the owl, and then a year later, there's rumors that people know exactly who did it. It was arsoned. And the comment was, well, there's no owls in here now. And then a few years later, a rider attached to a bill meant to give relief to the victims and families of the Oklahoma City bombing. The timber industry attached a rider that allowed for the cutting of any dead or dying or likely to become dead or dying forest. And this included a lot of stuff that had been in the courts or actually had been won in the courts in years past. And so all of a sudden there's this glut of old growth timber sales back on the market. And we lost the majority of them. But this was sitting right here, and a bunch of my friends from the Idaho campaign were otherwise becalmed and said, let's go into Warner Creek. And we looked at the first area that was going to be put up for sale and found a good place to make a blockade happen. And that was my introduction pretty much to Oakridge formally.